To be honest, I never really thought that we were gonna have this kind of conversation. Although sometimes Kankan does speak the truth, or at least his truth. Isn't afraid to express his feelings about a certain subject, especially when it comes to rappers, because I feel like he's almost in like a invincible state at this point, because he's like basically halfway retired. He made his money off merch. He has a strong brand with Double R, and so he kind of like shits on a lot of rappers money wise, because he's not like dependent on necessarily clout, because he's almost like a troll on Twitter and Instagram. He's more than just a rapper, so again, he's not like one faceted. But Lunchbox did catch a stray from Kankan. Like he didn't deserve it necessarily, although I'm not even really the biggest fan of Lunchbox's music anyway, and we've talked about it on stream before. We reacted to one of his albums and I was like, I just can't do it, y'all, so I had to leave. So anyway, I actually think that this whole beef, because it's really just like internet shit, it's not even a real beef, but Hyperpop Daily, and this is just my theory as to how it started, because Hyperpop Daily posted an Ice Spice snippet as a joke, being like she was rapping on a new jazz type beat, which Lunchbox is associated with creating, or like one of the people who helped create it, because he was rapping on certain types of beats, and just like I guess the flow. I think new jazz beats is it's like a, I don't know, it's like a certain type of almost like plug-in beat. I actually think it's a derivative of that, because I feel like jazz is, or at least R&B, which is plug and R&B. That was how that beat came to fruition with Summers, Kankan, Autumn, and all them rappers in that era, and they're still doing it to this day. But jazz is kind of similar to R&B in a way, so it's like new jazz. It's like jazz and B, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. It's not really something that I listen to too much. Tekka's hopped on it recently, so it's getting a little bit more exposure. And then now Hyperpop Daily was making the joke that Ice Spice is rapping on these types of beats because I guess it had like a saxophone. I thought it was like a synth, but I guess it could sound like that. It's not even the beats that I don't like, because I actually do like new jazz beats. They're pretty cool, just like how I like plug-in B beats by themselves a lot of times. But it's just personally, I just don't like Lunchbox's vocals. I think it sounds like Yeat, except like a worse version of it. And we've expressed this on stream, so it's no beef between me and Lunchbox. I just don't like the music. Has nothing to do with me not liking him personally. So, and that's not necessarily me being on Kankan's side, but regardless, here's what Kankan said on his Instagram story. Okay, and this is barely even a beef. I don't even think Kankan's really taking it seriously. He just said it on his Instagram story. I don't even think he should have said anything in the first place, because he's kind of punching down at this point. You know, Kankan's pretty big, practically mainstream sort of, because you know he's got millions of monthly listeners, or at least hundreds of thousands at this point, because he hasn't dropped in so long. But still, like, he's very well known, more than just the underground, so to speak, whereas Lunchbox is still underground. So I don't know, like he caught the stray, and Kankan gave him his clout run. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe that's why he was responding all butthurt about it. We all are entitled to our opinions, but I guess Lunchbox fans got mad that he didn't deserve it, maybe because Lunchbox wasn't really, he seems like a nice guy. He didn't deserve the hate, I guess. But anyway, Kankan said on a story, bro, new jazz fucking sucks. And that, oof, see, that's where it got disrespectful. And that fat ass Lunchbox sucks too, Jesus. Now I'm a little bit confused with that one, because I was going through Lunchbox's Instagram, and so Yeat, who Kankan is cool with, or at least was at one point, you know, Yeat's probably moved on. Not saying they're not friends, but like, you know, he's mainstream now, chilling with Uzi and Drake. Like, you know, probably lives in the hills by himself with his girl. Like, he's got a whole new like lavish life. Kankan's probably living a lavish life as well, but you know, there's levels to this shit. Again, I'm not even on their level, so I can't even, I'm not coming at anybody. Pause. Anyway, so like Yeat has commented on his Instagram. I'm trying to figure out where it was, but he did like a walking person emoji. Y'all can go find it elsewhere. It might be in an older pic, but just take my word for it, okay? So Yeat and Lunchbox are cool. Even I think Lunchbox in the KTO interview said that, he helped Yeat build a certain sound, or like, he came up with Yeat a little bit. They were in group chats on Twitter or Instagram. And so allegedly Lunchbox says that he's been rapping like this since 2019. But when I went to that story, like, it doesn't really sound like that. It doesn't, at least the voice and like maybe the beat too. Like we can go back. I guess it does have the, which is some sort of clarinet or saxophone, jazz instruments, right? But regardless, I don't like it. That's all I gotta say. So anyway, back to Instagram stories by Kankan, where he said, continuing, and no, I'm not beefing with fat ass. He just sucks. The genre sucks. I didn't see that one before. Fake ass Yeat beats. You people love subgenres of another subgenres. Jesus. That's what I was saying before. I'm not hating on new jazz because, the beats are cool still. I like all the electronic sounding beats. But yes, again, it sounds like it's influenced from Plug-in B, like it came off that kind of subgenre, whether or not like it's all too, similar with like the instruments, but like they took two different separate genres and mashed them together. I don't even know where the jazz came from, to be honest. Like you can't just throw a saxophone on a hip hop beat and be like, it's jazz now. Like jazz is a certain type of like cadence where it's like a free for all, like it's a freestyle, but just like instruments, at least from my understanding of it. And actually vocals probably too. So, rap probably derived from that as well, like a long time ago in like the timeline. So yeah, people are just inventing new shit all the time. Like you hear all these promos like, did such and such create a new genre of like, I can't even come up with one, like fucking give me a sec. I don't know, like synthetic BBL rap or some bullshit like that. But of course, Lunchbox had to respond, but no, wait, Kankan had more to say. Someone said, save us from new jazz, please. I will, I promise. Who the fuck or what the fuck is new jazz? LMAO. Kankan says, exactly, I'm damn near finna delete that post. Shit, not even lit enough. That's what I said before. Like, I don't even know if Kankan should have given him the straight, because now he gets the promo run for free. Don't even know what it is. People don't even know what it is. Now he got more. Never mind, I see now. Just making new categories as an excuse why this shit not good enough for the main genre. I don't even know if it has to do with the beats. It's really just like Lunchbox's vocals, because like Tekka did a new jazz thing. But even this is what I said about Plug-in B, because as much as I like Plug-in B, there's a certain type of person that only likes that, because even I say this all the time, when I play it for my girl, like even like K Suave or like, and I wouldn't even consider him full Plug-in B, but he kind of is, or like Autumn or Summers or Kankan. Like a lot of people think it's like offbeat. It takes like a certain type of trained ear to mess with that type of music. Now, what is this called? New jazz. New jazz is probably like that times 200. I forget when the originators don't drop. Y'all dicks suck the closest sounding clone. Ugh. He was calling him a Yeat clone, basically. Fucking new jazz, more like new ass. Okay, I'm deleting now. I'm glad y'all got my point. Okay, so his fans agree completely, and it is really underground still, new jazz. So I get their perspective. Like, if it hasn't blown up by this point, because what, Lunchbox been doing that since, like, I don't know, he had a little thing going in 2022. Not much motion came from it, so I guess it's just deaded, right? I haven't really seen anything going crazy lately. Now, Lunchbox finally responds. We get to it. They on my dick for no reason. And then I guess one of the producers of this new jazz type beat, Amir produced, says, "This you, gang?" Because Kankan was allegedly asking for some beats. Goofy was in my DMs asking for them fake ass Yeat beats. Now, with that being said, you could have made a certain type of beat that kind of fit Kankan's genre. So I don't really know, and I don't really know if he was talking about you as a producer, so he's just kind of like inserting himself in this situation. He was more so throwing a stray at Lunchbox, saying that he was trash. And I guess maybe if this producer makes new jazz, then he's not gonna like that. But come on, man, when was this? This was like, he crossed out the timeline. This could have happened in like 2019 when like new jazz wasn't even a thing yet. So I don't know. He's got to post some new screenshots. Give me the timeline. Lunchbox then responds, continuing, dude literally raps on rage beats with bells, lol. Well, I'm not gonna lie, Lunchbox got his whole run just from being like a Yeat clone. I'm not saying that he's necessarily trying to, but that's what people like. That's why people gravitated towards it, because Kankan is right. A lot of times when people ain't dropping, like the bigger rappers, like people do gravitate towards like these smaller artists that have a similar sound. I mean, look at like when Destroy Lonely wasn't dropping, there was the Hard Rock, there was a Southside Silhouette, Rolling Thrax. I like these artists, don't get me wrong, but when the originator drops, like people stop paying attention. This happens with Cardi all the time too. Like there are so many clones, or I can't even think about it, like what other bigger artists have as many clones, but you get the point. He had a point. Rage beats with bells. So is he throwing shade at Yeat too, or is he talking about Kankan? Because since Kankan and Yeat are cool, like I feel like, and they've collabed a lot, I feel like he has the pass. He has the N-word pass. No, he has the pass to use the bells, right? Because like, first of all, no one created the bell, but I guess Yeat made it popular to put them in beats. But I don't know. That's kind of Kankan swag as well, since he was in the same clique. But that's kind of a Yeat shade, bro. I don't think you want to mess like that with Yeat, but Yeat's definitely not going to respond. Lunchbox then continues, they want to do internet shit instead of answer the question. That's why they mad. So I guess Kankan posted like DMs from Lunchbox saying, why is you on my dick? Fun fact, when I was streaming one time, we were listening to the Lunchbox album. It was like a while ago, and I was like people wanted me to listen to it on stream, and I literally couldn't get through it. And then I guess since I was hating on it, even though I was just giving him my opinion, he messaged me. I didn't even read it yet, but he unsent the message. So I feel like people just get butthurt. But to be honest, if I was Lunchbox too, I would have responded in the same fashion, because I'd be like, why are they coming at me? I don't know if I would post that many messages at this point. How many you got? You got 1, 2, 3. You gotta like just say one thing and then let it rock, because at this point you just got Kankan to like almost shout you out. And a lot of times in rap, when you're coming up, we talk about with Netspend or Xavier So Bass, like they come up off of the hate. If someone hates your music enough, but like that gets you attention, even with these promos, like the comparison shit, like it works. Hate is a good thing, everybody. But if you just let it go unbothered, like, yo, why you on my dick, and then just leave it alone, or like, I don't know, like something that digs deep in a diss that he just went crazy on you for, like calling you ass and a fat ass, you gotta say something crazy. Like, I don't know, there's probably some things that I could come up with, but I ain't trying to be involved like that. You get the point though. Lunchbox crazy hyperpop daily. So yeah, this confirms that, or at least my notion, that I think that it all started from the hyperpop daily post with the Ice Spice comparison to new jazz. But in conclusion, do we care about this beef? No, because it does not matter. It's funny but like, I don't think that many people care. It's just Lunchbox. Kankan was just throwing shade. I don't think Lunchbox should have taken it that hard. His music is not good, so I agree with Kankan like that. But to be fair, Kankan did say something pretty insulting that, you know, deserves a response. So Lunchbox, go get your clout, run from it, get it posted on all the blogs, go up with it. I never hate on anybody getting a bag, okay? That's all I gotta say.